What's up, everybody? Back in another video. This one's going to be about Piston. Just because I was in their Telegram group last night, and looks like the devs are in there trying to answer questions, right? Which is a good sign, right? But all crypto projects start the same. The devs are in there at the beginning, heavily, and then they go to work, and so on, right? I'm not here to promote it and say, oh, join and everything. I'm just here to tell you that I'm going to take the plunge, take the risk, and get in on it, as you already know by now. And kind of how I'm going to approach it, right? The platform is designed kind of like Drip, although, it's got its own thing. It's just going to be another token that you have a certain amount available of it. As that amount goes down, the price should go up as people hold it, and there's be a place to basically stake it, per se, lock it away, burn it, whatever you want to call it, and it should spit out a 1% on it. So again, if you got 100 coins put away and the price is at $100 a coin, you get 1% back daily. You get $100 daily, right? It's just like Drip. The mechanics in terms of compounding are the same as Drip, right? The other stuff, like the rewards and the taxes, differ a little bit, but they're out here doing something right, and obviously there is no way to tell what's going to happen, right? Just like there is no way to tell when Drip's going to go back up to over 100, or if it's going to keep going down past the 60 mark, which it has, and it's now hovering closer to 50. It is what it is, right? There's you can deep dive into that because it's been out for so long and follow the trends and look it up. And I honestly think it's because obviously a lot of big accounts are hitting max. That's a big portion of it. And then people have been claiming lately for a lot of different reasons. So those are things you just can't control, right? So in regards to Piston, we've got 69 hours left. Get your dirty minds out of the gutter. 2 days, 21 hours, and 34 minutes left. Let's see how long that is. Can I not? Guess you cannot highlight the bottom there? I'm literally just trying to do this. Look. Yep, can't do that. Okay. So, pull up Chrome right quick. 2 days, 21 hours from now is at 9:26, and how many minutes was that? 33 minutes. It's 10 o'clock my time. 10 o'clock my time, okay? It's 10 o'clock my time. We're going through too much here. Anyways, and I'm central, okay? So that's when it launches. However, this isn't a public launch, so the only way you're going to be able to access here, you can go in here but you can't buy anything, is going to be if you were involved in the V1 presale, which is, again, the presale that did, you joined my Diamond Team version 1. And you put half a BNB coin, Binance coin, and you got whitelisted. However, there was an issue with it, kind of a hack that prevented a lot of people from compounding, and it kept resetting their balance to 0. So they paused that, stopped it, and came out with version 2. Those that got in on version 2 have a chance of whatever we don't buy over here, which is a max limit of 400,000, or sorry, $400 worth, not coins, but dollars worth, is over here. Whatever we don't buy, all that gets rolled over to this one, and whatever we don't buy there, those people that version 2 don't buy, goes into the pre-sale and so on. So, anyways, what we're going to talk about is a couple things. Last night I saw this, pushed it up, and started talking about it, realized I didn't even read through it, so we're going to go back in there and read it together. But as we saw, the white paper is right here, right? The website is PISTON-Token.com. Is that a dash or is that a hyphen? I don't know. Little line goes sideways. Here's a white paper. I mean, there's some aesthetics that got put into the white paper, so hey, it looks really good. Seems pretty easy to understand. You can compare it against others like drip and whatever you're doing. That's fine. Theoretically speaking, it looks like this part, like for building teams. Now, I'm not really sure on how this works. If there's gonna be buddy codes and stuff like that, I'm sure it's built in here. But I would assume you're gonna generate your buddy code. Just gonna be your address. Theoretically, with the $400, that's all I'm gonna put in there. I don't think I'll spend the other $100 worth to get to level 3, but who knows, right? If $100 is available somewhere. It looks like this is gonna be live on the 1st, right? Let's look at the calendar. What kind of first? We talk about Friday's the 1st. So who knows, right? Maybe we do another $100, quote unquote, to get to even it out between drip, right? But that's downlines, right? This is like if you're gonna be heavy recruiting people. I don't plan on heavily recruiting people. I'll put the info in my videos and I'll approach it just like drip. Whereas if you want to join my team, great. But I'm not gonna sit here and buy you, right? I'm not gonna sit here and be like, join my Piston race community, and I'm gonna give you 10% of whatever. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna build the channel off that. No offense to anybody that wants to do that, fine. I'm just here to spread awareness, show you how I'm doing and how I play these games. With the emphasis that this one's riskier, to me, in my personal opinion, than what drip is in the Forex universe. Okay? And this video is being posted on the My Diamond Team website, or Telegram, and the Piston Telegram. I had asked if I could post videos. I said fine. And I know you guys are watching it. This is just how I do my videos. I don't tell anybody to join in on this stuff. I'm telling you how I'm doing and what I'm doing and how I'm playing the game. I want you to see my successes and failures, and I want you to do your own research before you get on any project. Currently, I started with just the drip project, which morphed into all the animal farm stuff, and there's been some ups and downs in that. I've aired my frustrations, which I think I have every right to do, and I'll do the same here. But I don't think I've ever gone on any of my videos and said, I'm going to give you this or give you that. I floated ideas around, and I will get back to those eventually, but I'm not going to sit here and be like, hey, I'm going to do this for this and that and buy people. Anybody that joins is joining just because I gave them something that they found valuable and they like something about what I said. That's the way around it, because in my mind, this could all disappear. In my mind, a month ago, if you asked me if drip would go back down to $50, I would be like, crazy. Look where we're at. So, anyways, back to Piston. So now you know a little bit about that. So, read the white paper, right? Then when you read the white paper, you're going to have a lot of questions, because even I still go back and read other white papers and have questions. I then find a video that dumbs it down, and that's what I'm trying to do, dumb it down with my videos. So, the white paper's pretty well organized. I seem to, the more I read it, the more I learn about it, so which is great. So, this is the one that I saw, though, that is interesting to me. I don't know who made this. Maybe it is the team that made this. I don't know. It was pinned in the Telegram there, but let's just click that. Open Telegram desktop. There's 17 subscribers here. It looks like this is the official channel for the dev team. I just joined them, so we're just going to follow them. So, okay, it's not like somebody like, no offense, but like, let's just pull up Drip Farm Community. You would think this is an official Drip Farm Community based from Forex, but it's not. But this one does look like this could be official, so we'll see. And just for the record, the official ones are the Animal Farm and Drip, but you can go make copies of these, so I can make one that's called Drip and copy it. Telegram is not that easy, or not that secure in terms of copycats, right? Just they don't have a verification process. So, anyways, long story short, that's where we're at, right? So let's go over this, right? Okay, so What is ad for the PISTON token? There it is right there. You can click it, right? And to find this, you either go back into the Telegram group and hit the pin messages, right? And you just go through the pin messages here, or you go to the, like I found it on Piston. I went through here, and here's a video that they pinned. And here's the actual the Q&A. I'm sure in here you just read through the pin messages, right? Look at the difference: 2,000 people in this versus 30,000 people. So it's starting, right? It's the very beginning, right? So what does that mean, right? When you have only 2,000 versus 28, it's not get in first, you'll be better off, right? No, it's just that when you're smaller, the more the likelihood to get your questions answered faster, right? If they're new questions, but it's a smaller community, right? By the people in charge. Nothing against the other groups, but when you have 30,000 people, some of the questions get repetitive. And don't get me wrong, I hate repetitive questions too, but because a lot of people are too lazy these days. But that's just because you have 30,000 people and you only have 1 or 2 mods, 3 mods. You should organize better. But again, it's also Telegram. The only thing you can really do is pin messages. So I remember the good old days of forums, right? Automotive forums, and they had a help section, and everybody had start here, and you looked at everything. Even that, as organized as that was, how much people put their time and effort into it, people still ask the same question over and over. It's just the nature of the internet. No one shows up on time, and everybody repeats questions. It's just what it is. Whoever is the white paper here, y'all need to work on this screen. This is page number 6. You can't read shit. Anyways, back to the Q&A. Let's just go back to the Q&A. Okay, so there it is. When does the white paper come in? It's already out. You can read it. Has Dev done anything else before? It looks like they've done these 3 things. I've heard of the Shiba Inu miner. I can't ever say that right. I've heard of these things, but I don't know much about them. So, anyways, the price is $250, right? So, again, we can only get $400 worth per address. That was in the BNB, so the whitelisted. So, do some quick math. Divided by 2.50, we're getting 160 coins. Okay, 160 coins is all we're gonna get at pre-sale, and then $2.90 to $3 at launch is gonna be the other one. And I'm assuming that's public launch. So pre-sales are gonna be $250. I'm assuming that pre-sales 1 and 2. On 13th and 28th are going to be $250. I'm assuming that. The minus 15%, what I'm trying to figure out on that is, out of my 160 coins, am I getting an additional 15%? I know it says minus, right? But it should work out the same, right? Because maybe the price is instead of $250. Or actually, no, I just figured it out. The $250, the 15% is probably the difference between $2.90 and $3. So, okay, that explains that. Moving on. Back to the questionnaire. Will there be audits? Audits are underway. Will be posted ASAP. So there'll be an audits, okay? Just, hopefully Rugdoc and Paladin. Or 2. This is kind of what Forex uses and a few others. So when will Piston go live? On the 1st. Is Piston not a fork of Drip? I'm assuming is what they're saying is Piston. This question is supposed to be like, is Piston a part of Drip? No, it's not. Drip is just an influence on it. You can go and make things over. I mean, I'm not going to get into the Coke versus Pepsi argument or Burger King versus McDonald's argument. They operate in the same field, and they've got differences and they've got similarities. It just is what it is. Give me an example of what difference of Drip is. Okay, you have in Drip you can have a 100K Drip max payout, and in Piston you have only 5 times your deposit. So you will need to add fresh capital, continue, or claim and deposit again. But whatever you do, you will be taxed. Okay, so this is a difference, a big difference. For example, let's go back to the Stunner, right? Stunner had 100K max, right? It doesn't mean that he was able to pull 100K out. It's just that every time... Here, let's go back in there real quick. Stunner Breezy. Oh, he's right there. Okay, see this right here claimed? Your drip wallet maxes out here, okay, at 100K. Stunner has not pulled out 100K coins, okay? Every time he does a transaction, every time his team does a transaction, it goes up. Let me show you what I mean. Look at mine. I have not pulled out 83 coins, okay? Notice there's no K here. There's a lot of K's to talk about. I've only pulled out physically about less than 20 coins, right? I've cashed myself out 4.5 the other day and about 11 the other day before that, so about 17, 14. But why do I have 83 claimed? Because every time you compound, this number goes up. Every time the referral bonus, when people join and I get a portion, that number goes up. And quite frankly, every time they compound and rehydrate, my number goes up. So this is pretty cool. What does that do? I think, it's my opinion, I could be wrong, that on Piston, jeez, jumping back and forth, you can only have 5 times the amount of you deposit. So if I'm only going to put in 160 coins times 5, I can only claim out 800 coins, it looks like. Apparently, right? But no, I did that wrong because it's now 160 times 5. It's 160 times the max payout of 160. So, I mean, let's see if this is how I would do it. That doesn't oh. Okay, 584. I can only max about 3,000 coins, right? What I would need to do is keep adding capital to it. But there's taxes involved. So this might be something that works very, very well for it, or it could be something that kind of limits you. The one positive I think this does is that it makes it so that I'm just totally thinking, and hopefully somebody else that's more knowledgeable comes out and explains it, is that the you know how right now the whales, like Stunner, he was getting 500 coins a day, he was dumping out, because I would too, regardless of whether he was cashing out, but just claiming it, that effect, those mechanics, by having this, I had paused, I don't know where I left off at, but okay. Give an example of what the difference with drip. Okay, so might be repeating myself. Sorry, I paused. I got distracted. I think by doing this, where you only have a limit, like if I did the math right, I can only have about 3,000 coins, right, without putting more capital into it. I think that helps out because then at that point, theoretically, big accounts can't swing the price, right? Does that make sense? In a weird way. Although I just thought of a way around it. You get to the point where you start claiming, convert it all the way back, and then convert it back and dump it in there. That should reset the system. I don't think you physically have to put any new money into it. You just got to claim all the way out, convert it out of, and then redeposit it. We'll find out if that's a theory once this thing launches and people do that, right? Anyways, is there a compound calculator? I don't believe like Forex or anybody officially on his team has created a compound calculator for like Drip, for example. I think they're all third party, and I don't think it's that you need one or the other, but I like the third party ones because it's like, well, someone else doing the work. It's just, it's like when you own a restaurant and you need a inspection to keep your license. Well, the third party, the state comes and inspects it for you, right? And they grant you the license. It's the same thing. It doesn't matter who makes calculators as long as they're accurate. I can't think of too much of a difference here on these calculators. You might see the same familiar faces from Drip making calculators, Not everyone's going to get married to one project. And if I ever felt like I was married to one project, I'm sorry. Is there auto compounding? This is kind of a feature that I wish was available for one particular reason, is that way I don't have to, like myself. At first, I was just going to get it on Drip, and then it morphed me get into the rest of the ecosystem over there with Animal Farm. Different times to compound. Got to remember when to do it, right? If there was an auto compounding feature over there, I could just set it and forget it. And then let's say I was like, ooh, you know what? in 3 weeks I want to do something. Maybe I should not compound for 3 weeks and let it stack up. Then you can turn around and shut it off, right? So I wish there was, but I get why they don't. That way there isn't a bunch of bots created to just keep it going. But maybe there's a way in this world, in this crypto world, to have somebody create a auto compounding feature that you have to execute. They give permission so that the bot can't make it. And anyways, keep going, right? How much gas is a transaction? I'm assuming gas fees are going to be very similar to what you're paying now if you're in the other ecosystem. How will the pre-sale work? On March 15th, there will be a pre-sale for version 1 team members. This will be a guarantee sale of up to 400 BUSD. The max I can put in is 400 BUSD, which I already have set aside. On the 28th, there will be version 2, first come, first serve basis on that. So if you want in now, basically, and you didn't get in on version 1, which the plan was never to have version 1 and 2, just that's how it ended up happening. All you got to go back in and deposit 0.5 BNB into version 2, and it's gonna be first come first serve for the and you can do up to 400, and it's whatever's left. Whatever the version 1 guys don't get rolls into version 2, and it's first come first serve if you got 0.5. Then the rest you're gonna have to wait till the 29th. Do I need to be at the public sale? No, you don't have to be in the My Diamond team, right? At all. The version 1 or version 2, you don't have to be in there. Will there be an anti-bot measures? Yes. Doesn't say what, but let's just hope there is. I thought the maximum pre-sale amount was 800. Yes. It sounds like, if I got this right, it sounds like you can only be total 400. So you can't go in there, put 200 now, and then get in first thing in on the 28th and get another 400. The only way to do that would be if you use a separate wallet and it lined up right. I would assume that once you have the contracts, you can send the Piston over to the main one. Let's say I create a second wallet. I have the Piston contract, the official Piston contract address, and I'll be right back on that. But let's just go on with what I'm saying. Let's say I somehow I get in here, right, with my main one, the one I'm in, and then I was like, I really want to get over here. Let me go do a new MetaMask wallet address, completely different from the first one. Do the 0.5 in there, which is around 200 BNB, and then put stack another 4, and then hopefully on the 20th I get another 400 worth, and then I got 420 coins, right, or whatever it was, 320 coins. Ooh, that's how you do it, right? That's how you quote unquote cheat the system, whatever. That's the only way I could think of it to get past the $400 limit. There's always going to be someone out there thinking about it. I'm not going to do that. That's too much work. It's too much back and forth. Because then you have 160 in one and 160 in the other, right? You got to put them together to get your 320. But how are you going to do that? Well, you're going to have to wait for the official address. And here's what's going to happen, because it happened every other launches at Animal Farm. Botters are going to be sitting there, fake people on Telegram, be saying, this is the official Piston token. Send all your tokens here, blah, blah, blah. Connect this or connect that. Nope, not touching it. If I don't see it in the official Telegram groups and I don't see comments from other people saying that's the official one that matches whoever officially posted it, I ain't touching it. But theoretically, that'd be how you do it, right? You can swap drip between accounts right now. You can swap Piston when it launches between accounts. So that's how you can get around it, but it's too much trouble because you're not guaranteed to be in this pre-sale. You have to wait for the public sale. And at the public sale, you can buy as much as you want. Okay? So, back to down here. Will there be audits? Audits are in a way, it's like the same question over up here. When will Piston go live? On the 1st. Can I withdraw my funds? When Piston Token launches, you can withdraw your funds for up to 7 days. You will, however, pay a fee and no gains will be made. You will get your initial dollar value back. Race is over, back to start. So, you have technically 7 days to pull out before your funds are locked, right? So I could drop in that $400, and at any point, if I change my mind, I could pull out most of the $400. However, if I compounded and did all that for 6 days, I won't see any of that. You forfeit it. Okay? If you invest 10 Piston tokens, you are able to compound until you reach 50 Piston. Then you're able to withdraw 1% daily until you reach 365. Okay, so apparently I get the math wrong. It sounds like if I have... No, maybe I didn't do it right. I don't know. We'll let someone else do the math, but there's a limit. So this is where it goes back up to here. You have to keep putting in capital, right? So I wonder if there's a workaround where you can withdraw Piston and then jump back in there. I don't know. We'll see. If I invest 100,000 Pistons, or 1,000 Pistons, how long do you get 5,000 tokens? About 167 days if you compound daily. So in 167 days, you get 5,000 tokens. Okay. How do I make more money? The key is invest in compound. So you got to keep adding to not just compounding, but you got to keep adding fresh. So the question again comes, can I just let it build up, cash out, and then redump back in there? I'm assuming yes, because then you're getting taxed twice, and then that's the taxes is what makes these projects work. So what's the best strategy to compound? I'll be creating a strategy I can surely remember. Compound more than you take profit is essential. Personally, taking out my investment and getting some profit is all essential. Nothing in this world is guaranteed. Well, there it is. So that's the Q&A, right? Strategy videos will come out. Someone will come out with some legit. I'm sure there's going to be bad actors on day one. It just always is. But they're doing their best. Everyone's doing their best to make it so that doesn't happen. We'll see how it goes, right? It'd be nice if Piston goes from $3 to $10 to $15 soon, right? And you're in there and you start getting that. I mean, it'd be nice if it goes to $100, but it's going to be a slow race because you can't really compare it to Drip, who's had a year to do this whole thing. Although I do think because Drip has been out so long, there's a lot of people who are like, well, when's the next one? When's the next similar project? They're ready to get in on it now. But you can't compare them because it's two separate projects by two separate teams with similarities but different tokenomics. And I don't think it would take as long to hit the heights that Drip did with Piston if it gets enough attention. Right? If it gets similar I guess what I'm trying to say is because of Drip being out, I think that only helps a project like this get out the door quicker and move a little faster than what the previous one did. But then you also don't want to get to the point where there's so many of these projects that are very similar, because then it's like, well, there's only so much of a market right now, an audience, right? You need an audience, you need people to get in, but you don't want to. Everybody's going to be cautious, right? And there's always going to be someone saying this is one of those Ponzi schemes. I don't see it. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't see it. I haven't seen it with the other ones. There's a big difference on it. People will come out and explain it. Actual YouTubers will. I do this part-time. Not even part-time. I do this rough time. Like, this isn't something I go out and do until I come up with the idea. I don't have ambitions to be a full-time YouTube streamer or even a part-time YouTube streamer. I tried streaming video games and I got frustrating. Imagine this. But there's going to be people out there that are going to explain everything I just went through 10 times better and dumb it down better. And I'm going to be watching their videos. So, again, with my videos, I'm just here to tell you what's going on, how I'm going to play my game. Luckily enough for me, I'm at a point where I don't have to put any money out of my pocket anymore. And all the money I have put out of my pocket is around $1,000, not including gas fees, is already reimbursed one way or another. It's not sitting in my bank account anymore because I had to spend it, but that's neither here nor there. It's something totally different. But it's done, right? It is house money, as they call it. If you walk in a casino with $100 and win $10,000 right away and spend a week playing that same $10,000 and you walk out with nothing, you had at least a week's worth of fun, right? That's how I see it. However, if you took your hunt out of the $10,000, you put $100 back into your pocket, then you're evened out. You just wasted time. If you take $200 out of that $10,000, then you're ahead $100, right? You have more than when you walked in, even if you lost the other $9,800. That's the philosophy I try to live when I do these kind of things, right? Don't be mad if you lose it, and only risk what you're willing to lose, and that's it, right? Other than that, None of this is going to be ever financial advice. And if you take it that way, it's on you. Yeah, I'm excited. We'll see what this does. These are easy projects for me to get into. I know a lot of people in the comments are talking about other stuff. Bro, if it's easy and I have the time and I see a reason to do it, I might do it. But to actually jump on everything, that's not a crypto channel. We're going to do that. It's just me documenting what I'm doing. And if I got egg on my face at the end, I got egg on my face at the end. So, all right. So I'm going to post this video. If you're first time here to the channel, tell me what you liked about the video. Tell me what you didn't like about the video. Comments or whatever, post whatever, right? Just keep it respectful and keep it on topic. If you got a YouTube channel, I'll check it out. I always check them out. Sometimes I'll subscribe. You don't got to subscribe to me. If you like what you see, subscribe. Again, let's do this just for fun and to document what I'm doing. Unbiased here. I might have a couple suggestions here and there, but it's just my personal opinion and everything, and you should take everything I say lightly, just like everybody on the internet. So like, comment, subscribe, tell me what you liked and what you don't like. Keep it respectful, and I'll see you as I get more information. Hopefully there's something to talk about between now and Sunday, but if there isn't, we'll see you on Sunday when I go through the process of buying the tokens from the pre-sale. So thank you guys. Have a good one.